Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. Five Nights at Freddy's. The new trailer just dropped a couple of days ago, and I didn't react to the teaser trailer because there were so many spoilers all around the internet, so I just thought, you know what, guess I'll pass on that one. But they released a full trailer, or a longer trailer, I guess, recently. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store for this movie. Five Nights at Freddy's is such a big franchise, and it means a lot to a lot of people, me included, having played through a lot of the games and following the story through all these years. So it's going to be interesting to see what Blumhouse and Scott Cawthon can come up with. Yeah, let's just jump into it.
Hi, this is Mike. I was just calling to see if that job that you offered was still available.
Yes. The security guard.
I will take anything.
I'll take anything.
This place was huge in the 80s with the kids.
Huge.
We shut it down years ago. The owner's just not ready to let it go yet.
Oh, it was huge.
And you will sleep.
I understand.
Give me your hand.
How desperate is Mike though? That's the question. The set design looks amazing.
All you have to do is keep your eyes on the monitor.
Seems easy enough.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's, where fantasy and fun come to life.
The execution of this, just so solid.
You must be new security guard.
Can I help you, officer?
Have you met them yet?
And who is this?
Met who?
Them.
New character. Was that the Toreador much? Oh yeah. Wow. That's a nice choice of music.
In the 80s, kids went missing. The police searched Freddy's top to bottom.
Hello?
Hello.
They never found them. That's why the place shut down.
There are ghost children possessing giant robots.
Oh.
Thanks for the heads up.
Technically, they're animatronics.
Yeah, nice to know. No
they
pressure.
They want to make her like them.
Happy? Tell me how to stop them.
Oh.
It's too late.
Robbie, go!
What was that? Whoa. What? Wait.
Where to? Why do I always get the weirdos?
I'm confused. What? Okay, we just gotta back up a second there.
Robbie, go!
Who is that? Is it who I think it is? How? So, okay. So this is Springtrap. But how would that work with the timeline? So I just want to add a quick note to this. Even though I keep referring to him as Springtrap, I don't think that's the case here. Springtrap would be William Afton decaying in the suit. But at this point, maybe he just went inside the Spring Bonnie costume. I can see why I thought this, since in this shot, we see the suit as something decayed and worn down. We will obviously get a confirmation about this when the movie comes out, but what do you think? Feel free to leave a comment down below. So the thing about the Five Nights at Freddy's timeline and the story is that it's just so convoluted, and it's like what's canon and what's not canon, and like what comes before what, you know? And you could say that, oh, just watch a game theory video, because he explains the story in a very like well presented and like at least somewhat clear format for people to understand, at least for some people who haven't played the games before or seen the story and stuff. But when it comes to Springtrap, isn't he supposed to be like, is he supposed to be dead? Like, him being here now in the suit, how does that tie up with the timeline? Like, where are we, historically speaking? Or does it even matter at all? I think this movie is like a sort of a separate timeline, and it doesn't tie directly into the games, if I'm not mistaken. And so therefore it kind of doesn't matter. And they just have Springtrap in here because he's a great villain, and he is kind of needed, I guess, to sort of act as a drive for the animatronics and stuff. A lot of criticism from the teaser trailer that we didn't see as much of in this trailer, actually, was the eyes of the animatronics, and them being like red and like bloodshot, and like people were arguing a lot on Reddit and just the entire internet, really, about the eyes not being accurate to the games, where in the games you have white dots or like really piercing, creepy eyes that I think would have been better in this setting. Like, when you see the eyes of Springtrap here, I assume it's Springtrap, probably is, they actually look really good, with like the giant white dots and like the black lines there, and him even carrying what I guess looks like a knife. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, you can see the texture on the animatronic there as well, and it being slightly withered. Yeah, it looks great. Springtrap being in the movie, I think it's a plus, actually. I think it's a good idea, rather than just having the animatronics. You can only go so far with actors and them being creepy. We had Matthew Lillard as William Afton, which I think is a great casting choice. He's been in Scream before, so he's obviously got some experience being in horror movies. But having him just as William Afton, I feel like how creepy can a villain be just as a human, you know? The thing about villains, a lot of good villains out there, is that they are kind of in the uncanny valley, which is kind of the case here for the animatronics, that they kind of feel lifeless, and they're not exactly real, but you get this feeling that there's something going on with them. We got a better look at the animatronics as well this time. I think they look great. There's also been some debate online about the fact that they could be creepier, as I mentioned, with the eyes and stuff. But I think that Scott did. He made a good choice going with Jim Henson and that company working on the animatronics. They've done an amazing job. They look really accurate compared to the games. Yeah, I can't wait to see how they move and how they interact with the human actors on set. What we did see in this trailer more of than in the last trailer was just the shots and the set design of the pizzeria itself, which looks amazing. So yeah, the office as well. A lot of attention to detail have gone into this movie. A lot of love, a lot of patience, and I think it's gonna pay off for sure. One thing about what made Five Nights at Freddy's so unique and so effective when it came out in 2014 was, you know, the atmosphere and the feeling of dread, and, you know, the darkness, and yeah, just the overall environment and scariness of it, really. Another thing that I looked up on the IMDb page for the movie was who's gonna score the music. So we heard the Toreador March, I assume, in the trailer, and I was hoping that Leon Riskin, the composer from Sister Location, and I think Pizzeria Simulator and Ultimate Custom Night, would come back to score the music for the movie, because his music and compositions have sort of cemented the feeling of dread and darkness and the overall environment of the games, and have really made the franchise what it is, or at least helped make it what it is in some part. I don't think the games would have been as impactful if it didn't have that type of music, or that exact music accompanying Scott's game design. I highly doubt that Leon is gonna score the music, because again, I looked at the IMDb page and, well, he's not listed. Who's listed is Tyler Bates. He's apparently done the latest John Wick movie, and Deadpool, and Guardians of the Galaxy, I think. So he's got experience working on big movies, but I just assumed that we would get someone like Brian Tyler, who made the score for the Super Mario movie. He's worked on the Call of Duty franchise, the Far Cry, I think, the Lego universe. So he's kind of more cemented in the game universe and the game franchises as a whole. I think Tyler Bates have done some work on God of War, if I'm not mistaken, just browsing IMDb. So he's apparently familiar with scoring for games. The fact that he's got the job, I guess Scott and Blumhouse trust him to do a great job. So I really hope the score lifts the movie and kind of, again, cements that feeling of dread and darkness, and what Five Nights at Freddy's is known for, which is this kind of playful yet dark and sinister vibe. I'm more focusing on sound now, I feel, because that's kind of my field, because I work with sound design. I know how big of an impact sound can make. It's said that sound is like 50% of the picture, and I do think that it's true in gaming as well. Like, a lot of the tension that builds in the games, that game series, is due to the sounds and the music, just the ambiances, and obviously the jump scare sound effects. And so I really hope that they nail the music for this. What would be fun, and this is just speaking from a fan perspective, it would be cool if Scott kind of recognized all the amazing fan music from the franchise and got, like, I don't know, the living tombstone to score like a little piece to put in the end credits or something. That would be cool. But that's just fan speculation. Casting wise, I think, again, Matthew Lillard is a really good choice for William Afton. He's got that sort of sinister yet charming look to him. Like, he's a character that you can obviously trust and who's experienced. Yet he's also a little bit concerning and creepy. So that's a great choice again. And then obviously Josh Hutcherson as Mike. I wasn't quite sure if he would be a good pick for what I assume is going to be the main character of this story, Mike, in the beginning. But after having seen the teaser trailer a couple more times before this, now the official trailer, I really do believe that he's a great pick for this. He's got that kind of inquisitive yet concerned look and feeling to him, which I think fit really well with the role of a new night guard. Him being sort of on guard, not knowing quite what this is, and kind of brushing it off. Oh, it's just a night guard job. But then also being kind of terrified, I guess, and scared. Because, I mean, who wouldn't, stepping into this role in that place, and just the overall environment and setting of it, which is great. We got to see more of Abby, which I guess is Mike's sister, and I guess she will play a big role as well in the movie, so can't wait to see what where the story leads with that. And we got a new character in the police woman, I guess she was. I don't know why she's there. Like, the immediate thought I had was that she's working for William Afton, and sort of just spying on Mike and checking in to see that he's actually staying at the job and working there, and that William Afton's plan is going according to how he wants it. And if I'm correct in her being Vanessa, because there's a character listed on the casting list as Vanessa, which just made me immediately think of Security Breach, because in Security Breach you have a character named Vanessa, and that made me think of, well, why is Vanessa in this movie, and is it tied into Security Breach, or does the movie have like certain story beats or similarities with Security Breach? But then again, if going back to the timeline I spoke about earlier, if the movie is kind of in its own separate universe or timeline, I guess it doesn't really matter what character you use, or where we go with the story, as long as it's kind of based off the first game, which is what Scott wanted. I mean, this is just overthinking from my part. I mean, the fact that the character is named Vanessa probably has nothing to do with Security Breach or the other games. I mean, the fact that Mike's sister is named Abby, I think, is kind of an acronym or whatever it's called for baby. Abby, baby. Which is interesting. So, yeah. I mean, the movie is coming out near Halloween, so it's actually not that far off, and I think it's a good timing for the game as well to release it. During Halloween, during fall, and a nice timing for that. I'm glad we kind of had to wait so long though, because I mean, this movie has been in like development hell for like 8 years or 9 years or something. And just thinking back to how many games Scott published in like, I don't know, how long did he work on the franchise? Like 3 years or something before he handed it off? No, it was more than that. 5 years, I think. Because the first one came out in 2014, and then his last game, or the last one he worked on solely, was Ultimate Custom Night, I think, which came out in, was it 2019, I think? Or 2018? Or 17, somewhere around that. So yeah, he pumped out a lot of games in a really short amount of time. And if he had used the same mindset for the movies as the games, we would be like 5 movies into the franchise by now, and all the movies would probably be really bad. So I'm kind of glad that he took his time to really polish and fine-tune this, and pick the right people to work with. I think Blumhouse is a great addition. The fact that they do horror movies, and Jim Henson's shop with the animatronics and puppeteering, and yeah, some great actors as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing where this goes. And yeah, just one last point on the animatronics. I can understand that the fan base is like really passionate and want this movie to be kind of accurate to the games and what we know and love. And I really do hope that that Scott and Blumhouse, based from the trailers, really make the movie as unsettling and creepy as it can be, based off the feeling that I think we all got when playing the games the first time. It being kind of uncanny with the animatronics and sort of the backstory, and just making it, unsettling. So I really hope that the eyes are something that they at least consider looking at in post-production of the movie, if they should stay red, and if they do stay red in the final release of the movie, that we might get some explanation of why the eyes are red. And I guess we got it now with us seeing William Afton and I mean Springtrap in this official trailer. So I guess the fact that he's present there might have something to do with that, and him maybe corrupting them. But yeah, I don't know. those were my immediate thoughts and long rambles about the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out this fall. What did you think? Leave a comment down below and let's have a chat. If there are any other trailers or videos or content you would like me to react on, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll check it out. If you have any feedback for me, also do please leave them in the comments down below. I'm trying to improve the channel as much as I can and listen to you guys and take the feedback to heart. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.